The Richardson building is situated in the heart of the Otago University campus and is used by students every day, making it a prominent feature of the university landscape. It is home to several major departments, but this may soon change as there are plans to demolish it and replace it with a car park to solve the university's parking shortage. Opinions on the proposal are varied. This has sparked debate throughout the wider community. Since its construction in 1979, the building has gained many admirers.
It's a thrilling building, and not many buildings really in New Zealand are really like that. It's got great scale and presence on that site.
The views are magnificent. I think it's probably got some of the best views of Dunedin from the top of this building. You can see out over the harbour, you can see out to St Clair, you can see, you get a 360-degree view of Dunedin.
It is one of many buildings designed by the award-winning Dunedin architect Ted McCoy.
There are, the qualities of good, bad or indifferent, and that applies, all over the world to architecture.
Despite the many admirers of the building, structural problems such as concrete cancer, which causes pieces of concrete to fall from the building, have generated criticism.
What people didn't realise is that if you had, say, 3 days of continual rain against the concrete, it gradually would seep in and would then attack the steel, when the moisture would cause the steel to rust. And then the rusting would cause the concrete to splay, and you'd start to get little bits sort of shooting off. Nothing that would, kill you.
It has had a lot of problems in the years that we've been here. A lot of leaking. It seems to be that every rainfall there's a leak. We've had buckets in our rooms. We've had all sorts of things, as humidifiers to get rid of all the damp. So there's been a lot of leaking problem. The roof's been hasn't been put on properly for some reason. Because there is a theory in it, and I've heard it in this building is slowly sliding towards the Leith, that it wasn't quite built right, and there's a slow slide towards the Leith River there. And so you could possibly argue if that slide is happening and the building isn't totally safe, that would be the strongest grounds for those who wanted to put it down and put another structure up that was safer.
Because of these structural problems and its ideal location, the building is set to be replaced by a car parking structure.
Cars are likely to be around for many years, whether they're electric or gas powered or petrol is immaterial. We do need to provide car parking for people to get to and from what's a pretty distributed sort of city.
I think, turning it into a car park is just the cheapest, nastiest, cost-driven piece of planning that you could sort of imagine actually, mediating in the future of any building, really. So the whole premise is disgusting.
In fact, we're keeping the basis of the Richardson building. We do have to add on the lift towers, of course, to get the vehicles up the building, but it's exactly the right width for a central lane with car parking on each side of it. So it was seen as very appropriate.
The architect Ted McCoy is in favour of the proposal.
I thought a good idea might be to, see, you've got this big slab up here. Now, if you push that over and it lay flat, you would have covered car park under there. You could make an opening and get your cars in, and then you could build the other stories up above. So you could end up with a really nice car park building, which, because every time I go down to the university, I can't find a damn car park.
The proposal has subsequently been approved and the demolition set for late 2009. In response, opposition have formed protest groups and planned action. However, it seems unlikely that they will be able to influence the university's decision.
Everything's got to change in life. You've got to be geared up to that you can't freeze everything in life, you see. So if they want to make a good car park building, you really can't stop it.
It's a landmark in Dunedin. It's one of the highest buildings in Dunedin. It's meant to be modelled on the clock tower. I mean, I suppose if you're really drunk and you've been on P for about a week, you'd probably see the resemblance.